Don't move. You're all under arrest.
Shit! Someone talked! Get out of here! Holy shit! The bastards! We almost bought it there. I can't thank you enough, Roy. Without your skills...
We were lucky. If there'd been more of them, I couldn't have done a thing. Their leader had this pass on him. It may come in handy.
It will. Listen, this meeting was a secret. That means one of us is a traitor. We have to find out who the mole is, or we're all dead in a hurry.
And how do you figure on finding out who the bastard is who did this? What's it got to do with the pass?
It must lead to the Technomancer's HQ. There have to be documents there that can indicate who's behind all this. Find them and we'll get some payback on the bastard who sold us out. But be careful, keep your head down. And above all, make sure you don't talk about your mission to anyone. We don't need the mole knowing we're coming after him.
All right, I'll get in there and try to find out who the traitor is.
Thanks, Roy.
Sir? Sir? There's still moles around, right?
Not that I know of, no.
It's just that I wanted to start working my field again, but as soon as I turned my back, everything's been turned upside down.
And you think that other moles came?
Well, that's what I thought. I didn't want to stick around to make sure.
I understand. I'll go see what's happening.
Thank you. It's just, I don't really dare to go there now.
I gotta go. See ya.
Yes? You want something?
What can you tell me about the mutants here?
They seem to have calmed down, so I've heard. You're the one who took care of the situation, right?
I gotta go. Bye.
What do you want?
What are you doing here?
I'm a farm worker.
Well, hey, and I'm the dowser. Yeah, sure. You wouldn't happen to be destroying the cops, would you?
No, I mean, I have my reasons. Now leave me alone.
You listen real carefully, farm worker. You're gonna stop all this bullshit and get the hell out of here fast if you don't want me to take a personal interest in your case.
How?
Let's just say that if you don't feel like becoming fertilizer, you gotta get out of here and never come back. Is that clear?
Yes. Very clear.
So get going.
But that's it? You seem pretty satisfied. It's over. No more moles? Come on, tell me what happened.
Wasn't the moles. Some shady-looking guy was sabotaging your work, but he won't be back anymore, believe me.
Shit, some guy? He'd have had to have something wrong with him. Must have been an abundant spy. Bastards. You made him pay, I hope.
I just said he won't bother you again. Seems pretty clear to me.
It is. It is. Here, take this. Thank you so much. I'm going back now. If you need me, you know where to find me.
So the work just stopped like that.
A group of terrorists sabotaged the excavation. We hit them hard, but unfortunately it'll take a long time to repair the damage.
You think I'm going to wait long? You've got everything you wanted. It's time to show results.
The incident at the site won't stop us continuing our experiments at the Shadow Line. Things are moving along nicely.
I hope so for your sake. Or believe me, you'll spend the rest of your life in the Source.
Let's see. Looks like a list of names. The family of a certain Constancy. Shit, Jerry's virtue name. Seems they're being held on the site of a shadow line. Probably the one the Technomancer was talking about earlier. They were probably used to put pressure on Jerry. Poor bastard. I think I've found the traitor.
Roy, I can't get Innocence's last moments out of my head. I feel so guilty. But, I'm sorry. I know you've got more on your mind than my feelings. What can I do for you?
I wanted to know. What does the Resistance really stand for?
At first we were just about fighting a government that had betrayed its own by assassinating the militia. But later, other ideas started popping up. There was especially the fact that the people should be able to choose their dowser and representatives, so crimes like that would never happen again. They say that on Earth, that's what it was like, in lots of countries.
And you really believe all that? You think the other guilds are gonna let you set up that kind of system without blinking an eye? And don't get me started on all the chaos inside the guild.
I believe it, and I think the people of Aurora would only be better off for it. You're free to think different.
He wasn't with you long, but I'd like you to tell me what he did while he was here.
I'd love to. Right at the start, Marco asked him to carry messages. It sounds easy, but it can be dangerous. He did really well. He got fake IDs to groups being hunted by the Technomancers, couriered authorizations, and even resistance tracks.
You used him as a courier and sent him to slaughter, attacking a prisoner train. When it comes right down to it, you use your troops the same way the Source does. They're totally expendable.
That's not fair. First of all, that's not all he did, and on top of that, he wanted to take part in the attack on the convoy. There's no point arguing with you.
What do you think of our dowser?
To be honest, during the war, he was my hero. He was incredible, an amazing strategist, and he gave us hope when we thought we were goners. At the time, he made us so many promises. Then he went and broke them all. I really thought he was going to give the people more freedom. That's why we fought so hard. All that to take out the militia as soon as we got back from the front. It killed me. Now I hate him.
I understand completely. Even if I was in camp when he became the dowser, I felt the hope he brought, and I saw the despair when I got back.
Thank you, Roy. That's it exactly. But let's change the subject. This is depressing.
So, any news? Did you find anything out?
Yeah, I got into the Technomancer's offices. According to some documents I found, the family of a certain Constancy is in their hands. They're threatening to torture them and kill him if he doesn't give them information.
Jerry. So it's you. How could you do this? You've been with us since the beginning. I trusted you.
You heard what Roy said. They've got my family, and they're gonna kill them. I had no choice.
There's always a choice. You risked everyone's life. You risked everything we've been fighting for months. Everything some of us have died for.
He put our lives at risk, but killing him won't change anything now.
You're wrong, Roy. If we let traitors live, it means we value personal profiteers over the good of the community. Our ideology and the entire resistance will collapse. So long, Jerry.
The documents I found indicate where his family's being held. They're at a site of a shadow line that's being built. I heard the dowser talking about it. At least it's the same place. He was talking about experiments the Technomancers are carrying out.
You mean they're experimenting on prisoners?
Yeah, I think so.
Those fucking monsters. This is sick. We gotta put a stop to this. Roy, can you go straight there?
Yeah, it's not far. I'll go right away. Later.
Hey! Hey, please! Please, get us out of here. They're doing terrible things. They use us for tests, expose us to the sun. Some of us have even been operated on. If we stay here, we'll die. Or worse. Help us. We haven't done anything to deserve any of this. I was just in the militia. Okay, I demonstrated against the technomancers, but that's all.
Calm down. I'll get you out, all of you, but I can't break the door down. Do you know who has the key?
A technomancer, of course. Their leader here, I think. He's really powerful and heartless.
It's horrible, Roy. I didn't think we technomancers were capable of such senseless atrocity.
I don't feel like I have anything in common with them anymore. These people are sick. Their thirst for power has taken the place of their humanity.
Do you think I might become as callous as them? Lose my head?
You're a bit odd, sure, but no, you're not like that, Mary. Don't worry about it. How'd you end up here?
It was just after the demonstration. I thought things were okay. I didn't have any trouble when the leaders of militia were arrested. Then one morning, Source Security showed up at my place. They arrested my wife and me and took us here. She died after they did horrible things to her.
What'd they do to you, exactly?
I was lucky, in a way. They only put me out in the sun a few times so far. I thought I was gonna die, and I'm covered with blisters, but that's nothing compared to what they did to some of the others. They feed us strange things, disgusting water, pieces of flesh that looks human. Some people had mutant parts transplanted onto them. Most of those people died. They also made the women get pregnant by mutants. We never saw them again. Please, get us out of this hell.
Any idea what's making them do this?
How could I possibly know what those madmen are thinking? They aren't human anymore.
You may have heard something.
Nothing. Just the screams of my friends. And that's more than I wanted to hear, believe me.
I'll be back as soon as I can. properly tied up.
What are you doing here? You have any idea how important the research you're interfering with is?
Research based on the horrible experiments carried out on Aurora's citizens.
I recognize you now. You were at the source when I was a child. Still so sure you're on the right side, huh? That you're always right? Still so full of yourself over your abilities, I guess. But I'll teach you. I'll show you your place.
just us now.
Do you have the key? Please hurry, some of us need help.
Here, I finally have the key. Take it and free your comrades.
Thank you. Thank you a million times. Wait. You're with the Resistance, right?
You could say that.
There was this guy who was part of it too. He was a prisoner here. His name was Sam. Do you know him?
No. So I guess he's dead then?
He said all kinds of strange things. About a deal with Abundance and how they were going to attack Green Hope to help them.
What?
He spoke to someone called Marco. He said he succeeded. That Abundance agreed to help them. Sounds crazy, right? He must have been raving. Thank you again, in any case.
A man that recommends killing traitors while making deals with Abundance on the side? It's not easily explained.
So, did you get to the Shadow Line? Did you free the prisoners?
Yeah, I found them and freed them, and I found out some interesting things about the site.
After what we've just done, I'm not sure we need more information. We're going to be able to enter Shadow Lair and attack the source.
You want to leave soon, right? You wouldn't want us to still be around when Abundance shows up, would you?
What? How?
One of the prisoners heard about your alliance from some dying guy, the former member of the Resistance who was your liaison with the other guild. How could you do that?
Don't you see? It was the only way to weaken and disperse the Technomancers enough so we could hope to defeat them. Abundance is ready to support the government we'll be setting up, and with their help, we'll finally have a chance.
At the expense of Green Hope, which has already cost Aurora a lot of blood.
What does that matter now? Aurora doesn't need Green Hope. What we really need is freedom. A future.
And you really believe Abundance's promises? Don't you think the only thing they're interested in is getting a hold of this site?
Maybe. But once we have the source, we'll set up a new government. A government of the people. Then we'll be stronger than ever, and Abundance won't be able to do a thing against us. Roy, you know that without me, the Resistance would be nothing. That I'm ready to give everything for it.
If we let traitors off the hook, it'll mean the death of the Resistance, remember? And you didn't just betray your side. You betrayed the Guild.
It's not treason. I did it for the good of the Resistance, of Aurora. You can't kill me, Roy. What will happen to the movement without me?
So long, Marco.
I never would have believed he'd betray us. I think he really wanted to help the cause, despite everything.
Maybe, but he landed us in a pile of shit. We have to leave Green Hope as soon as possible and take the source by force. The Technomancers were hit hard, so we have a chance to take them, and we can't pass it up.
We'll go then. You want one of your friends to come along?
I'd rather just the two of us went.
I'll be happy to travel alone with you, Roy. I mean, alone. I mean, there'll be the troops, of course, but... Anyway, let's go.
We're finally leaving Green Hope, fleeing before Abundance gets here, after shedding light on the activities of the Technomancers and weakening them. Not only did we sabotage their excavation site, but we also discovered the inhuman experiments they were carrying out on the defiant citizens of Aurora. We've won enough here for now, and hope they'll fall, along with the dowser that's backing them, so they'll have to confront their madness. I was even able to help the farmers recover their food, which will be a big help for them while they flee. It may seem almost trivial, but it's still good news. Especially as I have lots of regrets. I would really have liked things to have turned out differently. I wish Marco hadn't betrayed us, that I hadn't had to kill him, that Green Hope had stayed ours. But we have to go on to the next chapter and keep moving forward. Judy is with me. Her courage and fighting spirit will be much appreciated as we march on the source. Because the tyrant will be well protected, and it's time we settled a few scores.
Kill him!
So, that's the source. All this wealth. But you've already been here, haven't you?
This takes me way back, Judy, and I only ever got to see the areas reserved for the Technomancers. I didn't have access to the government offices.
It doesn't matter. we'll find the Dowser. It's time for the Resistance to confront the oppressor of the people. The tyrant will be judged for his crimes. We have to be careful. Failure is not an option this close to victory. Defeating the Source's guards isn't gonna be a cakewalk.
I'm not worried about the guards.
So he who has no fear has nothing to lose. I ask myself sometimes, what are you looking to gain? Fighting with us?
After the insanity of the Technomancers, I believe in you. I believe in the Resistance. The people of Aurora deserve a chance to make their own future.
There is no cause more noble or just than the fight for freedom. Let's do this. him. Why?
Wisdom was my friend. He was the leader of Aurora. I could not let him be dragged in front of an angry mob. Let the people judge him. You were going to debase Aurora in the eyes of the other guilds if you humiliated its dowser. I couldn't allow that.
You're completely wrong about us. Yes, he would have been judged, but it would have been fair. We're not here to destroy, but to rebuild.
Your beautiful ideas are naive and dangerous, girl. And I was sure you wouldn't understand. But I'm ready to answer for my actions.
You will be judged for this murder as well as for your involvement in a corrupt government. You will have to answer for many things.
Are you sure we can leave him alive after what he just did? You heard him. You think he'll just stand aside peacefully and watch the Resistance form a new government?
I'm not like him. I can't kill just because it suits me. He may be a pragmatist, but there is the blood of a hero running through his veins. He fought for Aurora. But this is your fight and your decision.
We can't let him live. He'd be like an open sore for the new government.
I don't see how you can say that. I have always fought for Aurora. You know that. I contacted you to get your help.
It wasn't exactly selfless, though, was it? A little give and take, right? Your protection in exchange for my help.
Roy, you said that you believe in what we stand for. But killing a man without a trial is not our way. Justice must be the same for everyone.
Judy, I'm sorry, really, but it's too big of a risk. Imagine if he sided against you. He must die. Honor, fare thee well.
The Resistance finally takes charge, and our first order of business is to sentence a man to death without a trial. Did it feel good? Huh?
Judy, this man would have fought tooth and nail against everything we tried to build. He hated our ideas.
I'm trying to see it through your eyes, but it's just too sad. It's too horrible. Oh, come on, let's go. This is just the beginning of our worries. I need to get out of here and face them.
So, in the name of the Resistance and right ideas, of freedom for the people, I've committed sabotage, spied, even killed. Including one of their leaders who thought he was doing good and committed betrayal for the benefit of abundance. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Thanks to our actions, the Technomancers are now under constant Resistance surveillance. Their dreams of power are at an end, this time. It was suggested I command them, but I don't like the idea of holding all these people on a leash like I was. Mary has joined their group. I think she felt lost without chains, but maybe one day, even though she's eccentric, she'll be leading them. Tenacity has decided to hunt for the Resistance. He's looking for traitors, everyone suspected of participating in all the horrible things. That'll probably lead to a real cleansing. Judy hates the idea, but she can't stop the people from holding grudges. Aurora will have to set up a new government. I hope, of course, that it'll be less corrupt, but I'm not dreaming. There will always be tyrants ready to take over the guild, ready to dominate the people for their own ends. Judy will keep debating as usual to try to defend her dream. She did, of course, ask for my help, but to be honest, I'm not sure I belong among them. I'll be staying here for a while regardless, just to see how things pan out. Because I know the conflict is far from over. Abundance will not give up so easily. The death of our Dowser and of Honor, and their recovery of Greenhope will give them the hope that they can crush us. Anyway, for the moment, life goes on and Aurora can now dream of a better future. One that Innocence, who sacrificed himself for this dream, will never know. And so I write the final words of the war log of Innocent Smith to give it a proper ending. Farewell, kid.